Serious right now? I go through different phases when it comes to coffee, and right now I'm in my cold brew phase, and this is the easiest way to make cold brew. I just use the Chamberlain coffee cold brew bags, and I use 8 ounces of water per bag, and then I pop it in the fridge for 8 to 12 hours, and the flavor comes out so good and strong, and I love it. I'm obsessed. Why is this lighting so bad? Good morning. So I just got back from an interview and I'm very excited. I feel like I got the job. I don't know, it's just such a fun little job that I feel like I would truly enjoy. So very excited to hear back from them. And I drank 2 coffees today, so I'm not starving for some reason, but I do want a little snack pre-lunch. So I'm gonna make myself a fun little breakfast toast and maybe something sweet after it, and then another cup of coffee because you can never have too much. So for this toast, I used the onion chive cream cheese from Trader Joe's, lemon, tomato. I didn't end up using that Boursin cheese, but I love to switch up my seasonings. Lately, I've been doing everything but the bagel seasoning and Cajun seasoning, but I love to drizzle truffle oil once I'm done putting everything on the sandwich. It's so good. I didn't have truffle oil though, I ran out. And then sometimes I'll add cucumbers before the tomatoes to give it more of a crunch, more of a texture. You can also play around with different vegetables if you don't like tomato, but it's so good, and I promise you, it's simple, but it goes a long way. Time to eat my sandwich. I'm excited to try the cream cheese. Never had this kind of cream cheese before.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. This tastes like a pizza. I love the flavor that the cream cheese gives and the lemon. So good. I love this. This toast was phenomenal. I love to make like something sweet after, or just have fruits or like a yogurt. A lot of times I'll have this like specific coconut, I think it's Coco June, the brand, but very good coconut yogurt. I'll add like bananas and cinnamon and honey, and it's so good. But I tried this toast once and I was amazed, and it's so good. It's very, very, very simple, but that's the whole point of this, is I want to make simple, quick things that make me full and then satisfy my sweetness craving. So we're gonna make a very easy sweet toast with Biscoff. Half a banana, what is happening? Why? I've never drinking it in this mason jar before. I feel so fancy. That is so good, but I feel like that is so much coffee. Oh my gosh, it's like a whole jug. We are back for my dessert. Not very healthy, but we love to enjoy food, so. I love me a nice good plate of chow mein. Disclaimer, I do not use a recipe. I kind of just go by what I feel like would make it taste good. So I'm sorry if that bothers you, but it is a very easy recipe, so you will love it. I start by boiling the pasta because it takes so long, and then I go ahead and prep the veggies. I cut up some white onion, some broccoli, some red pepper, and the tomatoes are my favorite part because they just give off a juice to the dish that is so good. And then I go ahead and I prep the chicken. You can kind of cut it in any way you want to, any shape, but I just did longer pieces because it made sense. I drizzle it in a lot of soy sauce. I feel like that just gives it so much flavor. Garlic powder is essential, Cajun, red pepper flakes, and then I put it on the stove for high heat, and that is to really just char the edges and make it very, just kind of almost burnt on the edges. I love it that way. And then I cover it with a lid later, and I cook it on low heat so that it cooks all the way through. The pasta should be done about now, and I just rinse the pasta, take it out, and have it just set aside. And then I go ahead and start prepping my veggies. I start with the red pepper and the broccoli because that usually takes a little longer to get more tender. And then I throw in the onion because the onion cooks very fast. And I lastly add the tomato. And then once the chicken is done, I pop the chicken in there and the pasta. And then I drizzle lots and lots of soy sauce. I love it heavy in soy sauce. And I add some more pepper and then some sesame oil. I feel like the sesame oil gives such a distinct flavor. And then tamari sauce. Honestly, I'm not even sure what tamari is, but it added a really good flavor. So very good, very simple. I promise you it ends up being enough flavor and just such a good meal that even the next day is so good. I started off this morning journaling and just made a quick cup of coffee and had a banana because I wasn't as hungry. But then I made the best breakfast toast ever. I went to Trader Joe's and I was this close to just going in my sweatpants, but I was like, no, don't be crazy. And so this is the outfit I went instead. You can't even see my whole outfit, but I wore basically like loose jeans and then this cutoff sweater that I've had for so long, and then these guys. I haven't worn those out in public in so long, and I just felt kind of silly. I felt like people didn't take me seriously. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but I literally felt like nobody took me seriously. But anyways, I haven't eaten breakfast today, so I'm gonna make some breakfast and you're gonna love it. It's really good. For my scrambled toasts, I always mix up any veggies I have in the fridge. This time I had yellow peppers, so I diced them up, cracked 2 eggs in a cup, then I put some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of milk and salt, pepper, paprika. Sometimes I'll add Cajun or red pepper as well, and then I'll put it on the stove for under like a medium heat, and then I'll dice up any veggies that I want to add as toppings, which for me, I love tomatoes. And then I put my onion and chive cream cheese on a piece of sourdough bread, put the scrambled mixture, put those tomatoes, and of course everything but the bagel seasoning, lots of times Cajun on top as well, or truffle oil, super good either way. I always love to have coffee after my breakfast. I just want something sweet and kind of like milkshakey, kind of, I don't know, okay? But I found this.
Discovered this coconut coffee on a trip to Vietnam, and it's so satisfying because it's like a coconut slushy that's super creamy but not too sweet in coffee, so you get a little bit of a coffee ice cream vibe.
What? I don't know. I usually just do coffee, but I just really want to try this. And I'm so excited. Okay, so it says 4 cups of ice, but she made 2 cups, so I'm gonna do half of what she does. So I'm gonna do 2 cups of ice. And then she does coconut cream, sweetened condensed milk or coconut milk. And then she does coffee, chilled espresso shots, which I already put in the freezer. So 2 cups of ice. That's a lot of ice. Okay. I definitely want a good amount in here. I'm gonna use all of my condensed milk. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Half a cup of milk, kind of like that. It's not very much milk at all. Add in the espresso shots. Honestly, wow, this looks so beautiful. For the taste test, are you serious right now? Bro, this is crazy. This is so good. Is it good? Would you get it again?
Yeah.
That looks crazy. That looks insane. So Simon and I were craving nachos, and I had none of the ingredients that you normally use for nachos, so I had to use what I had. I used some pita chips and Parmesan, and then bacon, tomato, green onion, white onion, and some lemon. And I ended up just sprinkling everything on top. I originally broiled the pita chips and Parmesan for a few minutes on high. And I just added seasonings like Cajun, paprika, anything else that sounded good, and dollops of like Boursin cheese, and then the cream cheese because I didn't have sour cream. It was actually pretty good. And then time for dessert. I made up this little dish. I felt like it would be good. Cut up some mango, and then I put some coconut cream on it. And then I added lots and lots of condensed milk on the top. And it turned out to be really, really, really good. Honestly, the flavors were so yummy together. Good morning. So this morning I am craving waffles. So we're gonna make waffles today. Obviously I like to make my own little things, but you know, today I just want a waffle. So this evening I'm definitely gonna be cooking more because all my meals are so fast and quick. This evening I'm gonna be making a Chipotle chicken burrito, which I'm very excited for. But as far as right now, I am just going to have some chicken dumplings. I want something very quick, very easy, very filling, gets the job done. These are the famous dumplings that I love with my heart and soul. This is always one of my just favorite go-tos because it's so simple. I basically just cook it to the package instructions, and then I add soy sauce. I add cucumbers to give it like a little refreshing snack in between. And then I add sesame oil, red pepper flakes, and I added lemon this time, which is not really recommended. It's not that good or that different. And then I cut green onion with scissors, and that is highly recommended. It's so good and simple. And then obviously coffee. This is one of my also go-to meals. I basically just chop up chicken. I add garlic powder, salt, pepper, any other seasonings that is my current favorite. And then I cut up some veggies like cucumbers, tomatoes, green onion. And then I had some rice, but you can boil some white rice. And this is one of my favorite sauces. It's a chipotle, but usually I'll have the original. But chipotle, you mix it into the rice, and then I cut up some bacon as well. Basically, I want to just make this chicken chipotle burrito. It's so good. You just add the Mexican cheese to the tortilla, add some of that rice mixture. I think that it gives such good flavor when it's mixed in the sauce. And then I cooked the chicken, I added the chicken, and then I added all of those veggies as well. I added the bacon too. And then I ended up putting way too much filling. I knew that though. I was just excited. So I ended up having to kick like half of it out of there. But basically just fill it up, roll it over,
and then you just cook it on the stove. I started at about medium to medium high heat, and I put some butter on it as well, toast it, and voila. And then I sprinkled some of that sauce on top because it's so good. Then I finished off with some tea, of course, and honey. Peppermint is my current favorite. And then I ate watermelon, which is always so good and refreshing because I'm so dehydrated and I don't drink enough water. This morning I decided to try a hot cold brew tea bag, and I steamed some milk and it was actually really good. Oh my gosh. That happens every time I'm trying to record it, but... Okay, so I'm ready and I'm on my way to meet up with Simon and his friend Nick. I think we're gonna go get food and I don't know what we're gonna eat, but I'm excited to see what everybody's up to this fine Saturday morning. I'm excited to go meet up with them. So I'm gonna drive safe and we're gonna go eat some yummy food. I ended up meeting the boys at the farmer's market, and then we drove over together to one of our favorite spots in Laguna. It's called Abba, and it's pretty much in a house, and they have like 5 things on the menu, but they have some of the best burgers and fries, and it's just very feel-good food, and their salads are out of this world. But we got some food, and then we decided to go to the beach and hang, get some sun. We went to 1,000 Steps, which was... It broke my back, I'll be honest. It broke my back, but the boys played some frisbee, they went swimming, and I just got to lay out in the sun, and it was just such a nice Saturday.
This is so good. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, you know what this tastes like? The reason why I really like this is because it tastes like a snow cone. Is that what it is? A snow cone. I don't know, but they put condensed milk on it and then they put ice cream on, shaved ice with ice cream under it and condensed milk over it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And this is pretty much the same and it's fire. So we are finishing off the day with a nice little picnic / nap in the park, and yeah, I really enjoyed filming this video of what I eat in a week. I love all things food. It was really fun to even try new things, and it's always fun to see what works out and how to, I don't know, just be creative with what you eat and enjoy what you eat, because life is too short to eat bad food. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got inspiration and good ideas for what you want to make, or little twists to things you've already been making. And yeah, please give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.